And welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play Metroid Prime. The last episode, we went to Phendrana Drifts, and we got a couple of Kozo artifacts while we were here. And in today's episode, we're hopefully going to get done with all the Kozo artifacts, because we're only missing one left. But anyways, we need to return the artifacts to gain access to the impact crater. In case you're wondering what we're doing right now, we are gathering the Kozo artifacts. We are trying to get all the Kozo artifacts to go to the artifact temple, so we can actually access to the impact crater. We saved right here, right outside the... I think this is called the Ruin Quarantine. Also, right before we get on too far in the episode, I want to catch you up on something real quick. There is something we also got when we got the Faison suit. We got something called the Faison Beam. I'm going to tell you right now, we're not going to be doing this until the very end of the game. I'm going to tell you right now. It says this. It says, the viral corruption of the power suit has altered the arm cannon as well. It is now capable of firing the powerful Faison Beam. The Faison Beam appears to trigger in the presence of high concentrations of Faison. Regular arm cannon functions return when Faison is not present. The charge beam does not function when Faison Beam is active. So essentially we have another beam, but we can't use it just yet. And while we're on the pause menu, I do want to catch you up on something. We are practically done with every logbook entry that we have right now. The only one that we're not completely done with is creatures. There are a couple creatures left to do, but other than that, we're done with that. We have all of the pirate logs. We have all of the Kozo lore. We have all the research. And we have practically all of the artifacts. Once we find the last artifact, that will be finished up. But the only thing we're missing is a couple creatures in the creature logbook. Those are saved for special creatures, of course, bosses and stuff like that. But anyways, without further ado, let's go on with today's episode before I get rambled on too much. We want to jump down here because now we're going to be in the segment where we're going to be heading back into the first area phase of Phendrana. So, the very first area that we entered the Faison... not the Faison. I'm sorry, I keep calling Phendrana Faison for some reason. I have no idea why. But, we're going back into the first area of Phendrana Drifts. Now, in this room, there are a couple of... there is one particular expansion we can get in here. We jump over here, on top of this little building right here, you'll notice something right here. Let's scan this. It says the ice covering the opening can be melted with extreme heat. Well, now that we have the plasma beam, let's go ahead and open that. So as soon as we do that, we'll drop right here. And we got a power bomb expansion. I landed right on top of it, but yeah, it was a power bomb expansion. I do believe this is the last power bomb expansion in the game. Let me go and make sure. Yep, that's the last one. The total number of power bombs we can carry is 8. So we have gotten every power bomb in the entire game. Ah! Mr. Sheegoth! I don't like you like that. Oh my god. He came over and just took a big old chomp out of my face. But we're done with this room, and we're going to go head back into the beginning areas of Phendrana here. Let's go ahead and take out these baby Sheegoths. As you guys saw, that didn't really do that much damage to me, that big old chomp to the face of the Sheegoth. But anywho, we're back in the main hub area. Our next objective is to go over there. But we have a couple things we want to pick up before we go do that said thing over there. We want to jump over here and come over to the Ice Ruins East. We want to go to the Ice Ruins East. I do believe that's what it's called. Yeah, Ice Ruins East. We want to come in here because there's a couple of expansions along the way. Let's go ahead and take that out. Come out here. Switch over to the plasma beam because I know there's a Sheegoth waiting for me. Yep, there's a Sheegoth. Let's go ahead and take him out with the plasma beam real quick because we're going to take short work of these guys now. Now, there are two major expansions in this room. First one being right over here. You guys probably saw this earlier when we were in this room earlier. Ice covering this segment right here. Let's go ahead and melt it with the plasma beam. Right inside is a missile expansion. So there we go. Now we have another missile expansion, and it brings our total up to 225. So let's go ahead and further on up here. Let's go ahead and break these crates up here. In this room, there's another expansion in here. So there's 2 expansions in this room alone. So let's come over here, and as soon as we come over here, go in Morph Ball. If you come over here, you'll notice there is a Spider Ball track in this cranny over here, this nook and cranny over here. Inside, if we go up with the Spider Balls, there's another missile expansion, leaving our total at 230. So we're missing, I want to say, 4 missile expansions. 4 more missile expansions, and then we're done with missiles. I do believe that'll 100% the game at that point when it comes to item collecting. But anywho, we're going to backtrack back to the Phendrana shorelines, because now there are 2 more expansions in here. In the Phendrana shorelines itself. We come down here and just simply drop down here. We come around this corner. There's another ice-covered thingamabob here. I think I showed this off. Now we have the plasma beam. Let's go ahead and melt it. As soon as we do that, we have access to this missile expansion. So now we're at 235. We're doing good. Now let's go ahead and take care of this Sheegoth right here. Excuse me. That Sheegoth is kind of, you know, you guys probably saw, like, I can actually kill these things without using missiles now. I can just use the plasma beam. It's kind of funny in a way. Now over here, let's go ahead and jump over this way. Of course I would miss. I'd miss my jumps. I would miss my jumps. Let's go ahead and jump this way here. Okay. Alright. Now let's go ahead and try this game. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, and 4 to go. There we go. But right here in this room, we come over here and scan this. You'll notice that there's Cordite statue that's worn and withered. So let's go ahead and use a super missile. We could have done this a long time ago, but we never came back to Phendrana shorelines really after our experiences traversing Talon 4. Something behind the wall seems to have activated. As soon as we do that, a little slate will open up here and it'll reveal a hole. So let's go ahead and jump up here. And you'll notice there's spider ball tracks. Use the spider ball, come up here, and there you go. You got yourself another missile expansion. So we're sitting at 240 missiles. We only got 2 more missile expansions in this entire game, folks. But we want to continue on this way because our last Kozo artifact is actually right here in this area. So let's go ahead and take care of these Balmus right here. There we go. And then open this door. As soon as we open this door, you'll notice there's a lot of Balmus around here. Ow. Get you out of here. I knew you were around here somewhere. You little bugger. We want to come back to the Ice Koza ruins. Go ahead and get rid of these guys here. These guys are annoying. But we want to head back into the Ice Koza ruins, which is this room right here. As soon as we climb up this way, there is something particular to this room that we couldn't do before because we didn't have another ability. And now we have said ability, we can go ahead and do that. I think I killed that thing. But if you come over here, you'll notice if you scan this, it says, there appears to be a shell of ice encasing a water basin. The water originated from the statue's mouth. So practically this water is, you know, right here. Let's go scan this. It says the statue hand seems to be frozen in place. Well, what else have we used before on ice? We used plasma beam, haven't we? So let's go ahead and use the plasma beam on it. As soon as we use the plasma beam, it says, you know, we have indication we can go in a morph ball into the statue's hands. As soon as we do that, the way is opened up to us. So let's go down here and investigate what's in here. And inside in here is our last Kozo artifact. It's right here in front of us, folks. Let's pick it up. This is the Artifact of Sun, the 9th of 12, and with that we have collected all 12 Kozo artifacts. So now we have collected all the Kozo artifacts, and now we can go and return them back to the Artifact Temple and gain access to the Impact Crater. But now, we are completely done with Phendrana Drifts. Phendrana Drifts is completely 100%ed. We have gotten all the expansions, We've gotten all the Kozo artifacts. We've got all the upgrades. We're practically done. So now let's go ahead and return back to Talon 4, heading towards the impact crater. So let's go ahead and we want to go, I do believe, not over there. Try it over this way. We're going to go take a little shortcut through Magmore Caverns because, well, it is the crossroads of the worlds of Talon 4. So we're going to head back to Talon 4 that way, or Talon Overworld that way. So we're going to head back through Magmore here. As soon as we come back down this way, the last two missile expansions are in Talon 4, and strangely enough, they're right next to each other. So it's really convenient that we pick up these right here because they're like right next to each other. Alright, so let's go ahead and venture on down this way. We haven't been this way in Magmore Caverns in a long time. I believe the last time we went down this way was in episode 6, if I remember correctly. It was a long time ago, at the very beginning of the LP. But we want to actually, I do believe, go down this way. Woo! I didn't land in the lava. I'm good with platforming. I do believe we want to go down this way. Let me see if we're going down this right way. Yes, we are. Okay, good. I want to go down this way towards the Talon Overworld elevator. Did it really? Holy crap. The missiles actually went through that hatch. That's actually kind of weird when you really think about that. That's really odd. Let's go ahead and open this door here. And I'm going to get sucked into the lava like I normally do whenever I traverse down this way. Go ahead and use the grapple beam and just completely ignore that Magmore because that Magmore's like, hey, you can't be grapple beaming when I'm shooting my fire breath. I'm actually going to go ahead and skip this segment and use Boost Ball to kind of just take the damage because honestly at this point it's really not going to do that much damage to you. Let's go back to Talon Overworld. Reflect, because our adventure is actually coming to a close. We're nearly we're nearly there, guys. We have practically picked up everything at this point. We've gotten all the scans. We've gotten all the Kozo artifacts. We've gotten, at this point, we'll have all the items. We're doing good for ourselves right now. Let's go ahead and take care of these zoomers. I think this is a little overkill on these zoomers, using the plasma beam on these guys. But the last two expansions are in this room. I mentioned a long time ago that we couldn't get everything in this room right then and there because we didn't have a certain ability and it was blocked by a door. Well, if you guys look at the map, you can kind of see there's a little red mark on this room here. That's an indication that we needed to use the plasma beam to open that door. We didn't have plasma beam before, but now we do, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. We didn't have the grapple beam, which we needed to get over to this segment over here. We needed a lot of abilities to get everything in this room. We needed the grapple hook, we needed the plasma beam, and we also need something else. And you'll see it when we get to that point right here. Let's go kill that flower. But if you come over here and kill the zoomer, get him to get out of your way here, you'll notice something right here. Scan this. I like this. It says these water droplets seem to be stopping in midair. That's kind of weird, huh? Turn on your X-ray visor and you notice that there's something else here. So there you go. We needed the X-ray visor in order to get these last two, get up to the top here. But if you come around this corner, you'll notice that there is another platform right here, and there's a missile expansion hidden into this alcove right here. So let's go ahead and pick it up. And if you turn off your X-ray visor, you'll notice that it's hidden behind leaves. This is kind of crafty, so it makes you want to really use your X-ray visor. But if you continue going on this way, if you come over here, you guys can see there's a ledge up there. Let's go ahead and jump up here. As soon as we come up here, you'll notice that the red door is right there in front of us. As soon as we walk in, we are rewarded with our last missile expansion. We have gotten every missile expansion in this game, and with a grand total of 250 missiles. And as soon as you pick up your last item, your last expansion, you'll get a pop-up that says 100% of all pickups acquired. If you're playing this for the first time, you would have unlocked some image galleries. You actually unlock a bunch of image galleries of the game itself whenever you collect 50% of all the scans, 100% of all the scans, and 100% of all the items. You would have gotten another blip that said that you got something, but since I've already 100% of this game a couple times already, it's already unlocked. But I'll show that off in a bonus episode once this LP is all done. So now we're heading towards our ship. We want to head over there and get preparations of going into the impact crater, because convenient enough, our ship is right there, right next to the artifact temple. I showed that off a long time ago what the artifact temple looked like. But there's our ship. And I think I'm going to end the episode here. So in the next episode of Let's Play Metroid Prime, we are going to go to the artifact temple and place the Kozo artifacts and gain access to the impact crater. So I'll see you guys in the next episode.